What's poppin', besties? It's your girl J Monroe, and I am back at it again with another video. So I know y'all see I'm looking a little crazy. I'm in the middle of installing a wig, and we're just gonna have like a little chit chat. I did a video like this I think a couple weeks ago, and you guys seem to really like that, so I decided I'm gonna make this like kind of a series on my channel where I either install a wig, do my makeup, get ready, just do something and just sit and talk to you guys, give y'all advice, do Q&As, just different stuff. So today's wig that I'm installing is from an Amazon company called, hold up, let me find it because I actually forgot what it was called. From an Amazon company called StarmoWigs. They sent me this 20-inch black wig. They also gave me, hold up, let me get my gifts. They also gave me the usual stuff that pretty much every hair company gives you. They gave me some lashes, a wig cap, and an edge brush. You know, very much needed, very much appreciated. So today's video, I'm pretty much going to be talking to you guys about how to get over a heartbreak, how to get past a breakup, how to heal from a quote-unquote failed relationship, just anything like that, but pretty much how to get over a heartbreak. And trust me guys, I'm speaking from personal experience. Everything that I'm about to tell y'all, I have had to do myself to get myself past a heartbreak, and it's worked. So a quick little story time. I'm not gonna chat too much, but so basically the last relationship I was in, we were just very toxic. Like, our relationship was very unhealthy. That was probably one of the most mentally draining periods of my life. And a lot of times with relationships like that, if you're getting out of a toxic relationship, a lot of people would think that when the relationship ends that, you know, you'll be a lot better. It'll be all gumdrops, rainbows, lollipops, and kisses because the relationship is over. You know, you would think, oh, all the stuff that was making me depressed or sad or whatever before isn't gonna happen. But I hate to tell you, 9 times out of 10, that's not how it's gonna work out. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you, but it's true. Usually after you get out of a toxic relationship, or after you end a toxic relationship, you go through a whole nother phase of like, just, I hate to say it, but like sadness, like just being sad, just being low. And that's because even though the relationship may have been toxic, it may not have been the best for you, it was still a relationship, and you probably did love that person or did feel what you thought was love for that person. You get what I'm saying? So of course you're still going to go through all the emotions that you would go through as if you were breaking up, as if you were going through a breakup after a healthy relationship, and probably even worse. I feel like probably even worse, because usually with toxic relationships, it's a lot of codependency and just you being more dependent on that person. So losing them is going to be really hard for you. Like, when me and my ex broke up, I can honestly say that I really feel like I lost myself, kind of like I just lost my fire, I lost my spice, I just lost who I was as a person, and my battery's about to die, of course. Okay, hey, sorry you guys, my battery died, but I finished cutting the lace and everything, so I'm gonna just talk to y'all while it's melting, you know, getting ready to give Scalpiana. So as I was saying, I feel like the reason why, especially for a lot of women, we experience heartbreaks and things like that is because when we get into a relationship, a lot of times, unfortunately, especially I know that this is what I did, we tend to make the relationship like our center. You know how in the beginning of a relationship and you guys are in that honeymoon phase and everything is just sweet peaches and cream, everything's going good, you can sometimes subconsciously become super hyper focused on your relationship, and you kind of just push off like everything else to the side. And that is what you don't want to do, because then when the relationship ends, you're like, you don't know what to do. You don't know what to do with your day. You don't know what you want to do. You kind of got off track with like your own goals and your own personal life. So now you're feeling heartbroken. But nonetheless, don't worry, your big sis is here, and I'm gonna give y'all my tips on how to get over a heartbreak. So as I was saying before about making like your relationship your center, that's why when you're in a relationship, and even when you're single, I don't mean to like push religion or God or anybody, but God should always be your center. That's what's going to keep you sane, and that's what's going to keep you stable, whether your relationship ends or whether it keeps going. That's what's going to keep you like locked in with yourself, doing good, and help you not experience like heartbreak, depression, none of that. The first tip I have for like on how to handle a breakup or how to handle a heartbreak is understand that it is okay to mourn your relationship. It is okay to cry. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to sit in bed and eat ice cream. Just don't do it for too long. Like a relationship, just like if you end a friendship or anything, a relationship is in most cases a big part of your life, and a big part of who you were was that relationship. Talking to that person, you probably talk to them every day, you probably saw them almost every day or on a weekly basis or just very often. So that relationship ending is like a big shakeup to your normal schedule or your normal routine, and that's sad. It's sad. And I feel like a lot of times, you know, like today everybody wants to be like, oh, I'm moving on, I got my lick back, I'm over them, da 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 da. And for a lot of us, especially me, that's not realistic. Like I'm a lover girl for real. If I go through a breakup, I'm sad. I'm in my bed, I'm eating snacks, watching movies, like I'm sad, and that is okay. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. That is human. It's human. It really is. I don't know why this hair just got so frizzy, but let me just brush this out real quick. I wear colors so much that sometimes seeing myself with black, it's just like, who is she? Like I don't know this girl with black hair because I'm so used to having color. But I mean, I'm feeling it. Like the black is cute. The black is a little, it's a little something, you know, it's a little something slight. It's just a cute little natural wig. But anyways, I'm getting distracted, y'all. So back to what I was talking to y'all about. I'm getting distracted because it's late. It's literally 12:12. Ah, that's an angel number. See, that's perfect. We locked in. But yeah, it's super late. Like after I do this wig, I'm getting in my bed and I'm going to sleep. But back to what I was talking to y'all about. This I feel like is not the most important thing for you, but one of the most important things for you to do. You have to forgive them for whatever they did to you. Forgive them if they cheated on you. Forgive them if they, I don't know, stole something from you. If they were abusive, whatever it is, you have to forgive them. You have to forgive them. You know, if they were the main reason why it ended, or if they were the main like problem and they caused you a lot of heartache, you have to forgive them, because you can't live harboring like that type of resentment. Like if you don't forgive them, they're gonna constantly, I promise you, they're going to constantly run around in your head. They're going to live in your head rent free, and your ex is not the person who deserves to run around in your head rent free. And if you don't forgive them, that's exactly what's gonna happen, because you're still gonna be holding on to all of that anger and all of that pain because you haven't gotten over it. You haven't forgiven them. And I know everybody's probably heard this before, and I'm gonna be the one to say it again. Forgiving somebody is not for them. Forgiving them is for you. Whether, even if you feel like what they did to you was just terrible, they're like bottom of the barrel, they're a terrible person, and you feel like they don't deserve forgiveness, forgive them. Forgive them. Forgive them for you. Move on. Forgive them and find somewhere in your heart to actually wish them well. And that was very hard for me to do, specifically because it's like, what? Like, why would I, like, you're like, why would I wish my ex well? Why? I want them to low-key fall off a cliff. I want them to get hit by a bus. What do you mean wish him well? You have to, but you have to learn how to wish him well. You got to learn to get to a space where like you're looking at it like well, oh my god, I heard this quote that described what I'm trying to say perfectly. It's on the tip of my tongue. Like, I still want to see you eat, just not at a table with me. And that's the mentality that like I've really been trying to be at and trying to stay at, is that even when somebody does you wrong, even with exes and stuff like that, still want the best for them. Just understand, like, I no longer want to experience it with you. You know, when you're in a relationship, of course you want the best for the person you're with, and you want to experience it with them. You want to experience their wins with them. You want them to experience your wins with you. So even after y'all break up, just try to be at a place where you still want the best for them. You just understand that you no longer want to be a part of their story. You still want them to win, just no longer want to be there. I still wish the best for every, you know, person I've talked to that's ever hurt me. For my ex that has hurt me, I still wish him the best. It's just I no longer want to be around when whatever the best happens for you. I hope that, you know, he finds love with somebody else. I just sure as hell know it ain't gonna be me. And that really helped me just find like a lot of peace in us breaking up, and like honestly helped me just kind of forget it and like just move past it. Because when you're sitting around and you haven't forgiven somebody, that's part of what's keeping you constantly checking their page, checking their Instagram, because you're trying to make sure that nothing good has happened to them. That's another thing. Stop checking their social medias. Stop. I feel like that should go without saying, but I'm gonna say it for the people in the back. Don't mind my nails, y'all. I don't know what's going on with this hand. Let's just look at this one. But I'm gonna say it again for the people in the back. Stop checking their page. Stop checking their page. Stop checking it. Stop checking it. Unfollow them, block them, do whatever you gotta do, but stop watching their story. It's sad, honestly. It's honestly sad. Stop watching. You're never going to get over somebody if every time you check your phone, you're like forcing them in your face. It's like you're forcing them back into your brain. Every time you watch his story, every time you look on his page, every time you go through and read your old messages, because I used to do that, so I know it's somebody else out there that does that. You're forcing them back into your brain. You're forcing yourself to think about them, and you honestly, you could have been over them. You could have been long over them, but you're constantly forcing them back into your brain. Like, stop looking at their page. And a big reason, part of why you're looking at their page is, one, of course, to see if they're with somebody else, and two, because deep down inside, it's because you don't want to see something good happen for them. You don't. So now when you go on their page, and let's say if they play sports, you see that he won his last game, it's making you angry because you don't want anything good to happen to him, or you want him to be suffering. You want him to be hurting just like you're hurting. And if you go on his page and you see that he's out with his friends, or he's out at the club, that's gonna make you upset, because you're like, why? I'm heartbroken. Why are you not sitting in the house heartbroken? You gotta let it go. You have to let it go. You just have to learn to let it go. Like, stop checking on them. If they're doing good, great. If they're not, whoop-de-doo. You shouldn't even know. You shouldn't even know what's going on with them. Another thing, remember, like, that karma, their karma for whatever they've done to you isn't gonna be something bad happening to them. Their karma is going to be something good happening to you. Their karma is going to be God blessing you, and it's somehow happening right in front of their face without you even knowing. Without you even knowing that it was right in front of their face. That's how it's going to happen. But the only thing that's going to block that from happening is you sitting around wishing for something bad to happen to them. Is you sitting around wishing for karma to come and bite them in the ass. Is you sitting around and just wishing bad on their life. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. And it's not cute. It's not cute, sis. It's not. It's really, really not. I need to curl this because you know how like after you bleach your knots or like wash your wig, it's just frizzy? Like, I'm not liking how it's looking. I think I'm gonna let the elastic band sit on just a little bit longer. So before I get back to what I was talking about, let me show y'all the two styles we're deciding between. We're either gonna do this, and I'm gonna leave the two pieces out in the front, or we're gonna do this, and I'm gonna just put all of it up. So I'm gonna keep talking to y'all while I try to figure out which one I like better. It might be the first one, because for some reason my forehead is looking huge right now. Next thing, and I know that the next one I'm about to say, this is probably something that a lot of y'all don't want to hear, but acknowledge your part in it. You know, whether your part was big or small, I refuse to believe that you played absolutely no part in why y'all broke up or why y'all relationship ended or in what happened. You had something to do with it. You did, and don't act like you didn't. You're not perfect, sis. You're not. You're definitely not. Like, as much as we always want everything to be on him and we want him to be the bad guy, a lot of times that's not always the case. After you like go through a breakup or your relationship ends or whatever, don't look at it as like a loss. Like, don't look at it like you just lost something, or you just lost a relationship, or you just lost in love. Look at it as like a new opportunity. You're just entering a new era, like one era of your life. Well, a new chapter, that's a better term. You're entering a new chapter. Like, the chapter of you being in a relationship is over for now. It doesn't mean that you'll never ever be in a relationship again. It just means that for now that era is over. But you could very well be in a relationship again. You will be in a relationship again eventually. But just take this time to get to know yourself. Take this time to spend some time with yourself. Get back to all the things that you like. Because sometimes, not even sometimes, most of the times, especially with women, when we're in relationships, we let that become such a huge part of our identity. Like, I remember when I was in a relationship, a huge part of just who I was just so-and-so's girlfriend. Being so-and-so's girlfriend. My cat is at my door meowing, but he's gonna run around like crazy, so I'm not gonna let him in yet. But a huge part of who I was just being so-and-so's girlfriend. And you gotta remember that before you were in a relationship, you were just you. Before it was you and whatever his name is, it was just you. Before it was you and Trey, before it was you and Vaughn, before it was you and whoever, it was just you. It was just you. You were your own person with your own dreams and your own goals and your own things to focus on. So get back to you. If it was anything that you'd been wanting to do that for some reason you haven't done, go do it. You know, if you've been wanting to, I don't know, dye your hair blue and you haven't done it because you didn't know if your significant other was gonna like it, go dye your hair blue. Go do it. If you've been wanting to get a tattoo and for some reason you haven't gotten it, go do it. Go, if you've been wanting to start a business and you know you've been too distracted with your relationship or whatever to go do it, go start it. Whatever it is, just go do it. Get back to yourself. Also, make sure that everything you're doing from now on, like, basically switch all the focus on your brain back to you. Because another thing about when you're going through a heartbreak or you're going through a breakup, you're gonna notice a lot of like your focus is on the relationship, or is on the fact that your relationship just ended, and it's like replaying old scenes or old memories in your head. So every time you begin to think of them, think of something that just has to do with you. Like, after a breakup or after a relationship, when you're newly single, that is the best time to focus on yourself and just to really like lock back in with yourself. Okay, I'm sorry you guys, I kind of had to focus while I did like these two little pigtail parts, but now I'm about to do the fishtail braids, and hopefully I can kind of do that right. It's looking a little crazy, but just, you know, trust the process. But back to what I was saying about like refocusing all your energy back to you. Just hold on, try to stay out of the whole, you know, trying to flex on your ex phase, and like, don't, what I'm saying is, don't do stuff for you to try to make them jealous or like to make them want you back. Do stuff for you because you want to be doing stuff for you, not so that you could rub it in their face. You get what I'm saying? Like, try not to do things just in an attempt to get your ex's attention. Like, you're supposed to be focusing on yourself for yourself, not so that they can notice you. Hold up, y'all, because I'm having trouble multitasking. So I'm gonna do these braids and then I'm gonna come back and talk to y'all. Okay, y'all, these braids were a little bit harder than I thought they would be, so I kind of had to focus a little bit. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Don't do things to try to like get your ex to notice you. You know, everything you're doing from now on should be for you. It should have nothing to do with them, nothing to do with trying to get their attention, nothing to do with trying to get them to want you back. Because yeah, a lot of y'all be secretly wanting your exes to come and beg for you back. No, we don't want them back. Even if they did come and beg for us back, we're not taking them back. That is your ex for a reason. Just like JT said, and just like Summer Walker said, that your ex for a reason, yeah, breathing, yeah, dun, 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 guaranteed to be sure. Yeah, that's your ex for a reason. So stop trying to do things to get their attention. Everything you're doing, it should be for you. Like, you have nothing to prove to them, but you have everything to prove to yourself. You should be trying to prove to yourself that you can get on without them, that you can move on, that even though they walked out of your life, or even though your relationship ended, your life didn't end. You still got stuff going on, and you still got stuff going for yourself. That's what you should be trying to prove. Back to just pouring into yourself. You know, try your best to do things that will keep you from feeling lonely. Like, spend time with your friends. Well, more than likely in your relationship, it probably caused you to spend even less time with your friends. So, you know, take this time to reconnect with your friends. Allow your friends to be there for you. Like, that was what really got me through my heartbreak, like, to the most, was just having my friends there with me, them staying on the phone with me, listening to me rant, like, you know, stuff like that. Like, let your friends be there for you. Or if you have siblings, talk to your siblings, tell them what you're going through. Like, because more than likely they've been there. Whoever you're going to, they've probably been there or have been through something similar to what you're going through, and they could probably relate to you and offer you some advice. And even if they can't give you any advice, sometimes it just feels good to just let it all out, to just say everything, spill all the tea, spill all the dirt, let it all out. Don't do it too much. Like, don't become the person that's always constantly talking about your ex. But you know, for the first week or so, it's gonna happen. You're gonna have to get it off your chest. You're gonna have to just let everything out, and that's absolutely okay. I really don't know how I want to do these edges, but I think I'm gonna try to pull out like a longer piece. Don't be afraid to be alone. Do not be afraid to be alone. This is probably the best time for you to be alone. Like, do some soul searching, start taking yourself out on dates, start doing stuff to make you feel special. So then that way you don't have to feel like you need somebody else to make you feel special, or like you're relying on your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your significant other to make you feel special. Because in all reality, you don't need anybody else to make you feel special but you. If you feel like you need to go on a date, do that. Like, think about everything that they used to do that used to like make you happy and make you feel really good, and you know, used to brighten up your day, and do that for yourself. Like, if your ex used to buy you flowers a lot and stuff like that, go buy yourself some flowers. Go buy yourself some flowers. If you feel like that's something that they used to do that used to make you happy, buy yourself some flowers and make yourself happy. If them going on dates used to make you happy, I mean, if you two going on dates used to make yourself happy, then start taking yourself out on a date, or start going out with your friends more whenever you're feeling like you're lonely and you miss going out on a date. And another thing, don't try to avoid things, at least, you know, in the beginning, like for the first month or so. Try to avoid things that are gonna constantly remind you of them. So like, if there's a place where you guys used to go out to eat all the time, like it was your favorite spot, don't go there the week after y'all break up, because then you're just gonna think about them the whole time. It's just gonna bring back old memories. Find some new places, you know, some things where you can make new memories just for yourself that have nothing to do with them. And my last and final tip is, before I get to that, I'm so tired, you guys. It is, let me see how the time. It is 1:56. Let me turn. It's 1:56 in the morning. It's past my bedtime. I am sleepy. Like, once I'm done doing my hair, I'm going to bed. I'm knocking out. Like, they say I'm done. I'm tired. But that's besides the point. My last and final tip is, don't let, you know, don't let this make you cold-hearted. Don't let this make you a cold-hearted person. Don't let this make you one of those people that, you know, doesn't believe in love and just like, oh, I'm never gonna fall in love again. I'ma just go around and da-da-da-da-da. And just be like, don't become one of those people who's like, I'm getting tongue-tied. Don't become one of those people who's like, oh, I'm gonna do people how they did me. I'm gonna play the field now. I'm gonna be the player now. Nobody's ever gonna break my heart again. Don't do that. 9 times out of 10, if you're even experiencing a heartbreak, it's because you have a really big heart and you were probably really in love. And don't let this make you feel like that's not a good thing. Being in love it's still a beautiful thing. Like, don't let what you're going through make you feel like you should never fall in love again, or that something's wrong with you because you fell in love too hard. Like, no, don't do that. The phrase hurt people is true, but don't become one of those hurt people that are now going to go around and hurt other people. You feel me? The fact that you even fell in love and you're experiencing a heartbreak, like I said, it's because you have a really big heart. It's because you have the capacity to love somebody. And trust me, not everybody has that. Not everybody has that. So the fact that you do, it is a beautiful thing. And don't let this be a reason for you to lose that. You know, and don't start putting up walls, because that's another thing. A lot of, especially us females, you know, after you get hurt, you put up a bunch of walls and decide that you're never gonna let another man in, you're never gonna let anybody in, you're never gonna give anybody a chance to hurt you. But really deep down inside, even though you're putting up all of these walls and all of these blockers to keep men out, you really want, like, you're really waiting for that one perfect guy to just come and break all of them down and be your Prince Charming, your Captain Save-A-Ho. And no, I'm here to tell you right now that that perfect guy is never coming. A great guy is coming, a phenomenal guy is coming, but even that phenomenal, fantastic, great guy, he's gonna have issues. He's gonna have issues. He's not gonna be perfect. So just as I was talking about pouring back into yourself and getting yourself together, this is also a time for you to heal yourself. Not just from the relationship, but from any other issues, any other problems, any other things you got going on. So then that way, when the time comes for you to fall in love again, you're ready. You're ready. And then you're ready to experience a relationship with a whole new person and somebody that's going to make you forget what the person you were heartbroken for name even is. Are these edges even? I think they are. Okay, so that was my last and final tip. Right now, I'm about to just finish up this hair. Of course, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show you guys, like, you know, the final look. That'll probably be tomorrow. More than likely, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show you guys the final look. But, you know, comment down below. Let me know if any of these tips helped you. If you're going through a heartbreak currently, I wish you the best, and I promise you, it's gonna get better. I'm speaking from experience. I know exactly what it's like. Just hang in there. You're gonna be okay. Eventually, you're gonna look up and you're barely gonna remember this person. It's true. One day you're gonna look up and you're not gonna remember this person that you're sitting around heartbroken over. One day, no, matter of fact, one day you're gonna look up and you're gonna laugh. You're gonna look up and you're really gonna laugh at it, because that's where I'm at right now. I could honestly laugh about the time that I was heartbroken. So yeah, I will see you guys when my hair is finished in the morning, because your girl is about to go to bed right after this is done. It's officially 2 a.m. so I'm gonna catch you guys later. Bye. Mwah. Hey guys, so I forgot to come back and show y'all how my hair turns out, but this is the final look. I decided to take out the two little like pigtail fishtail braids I have right there, just because I feel like, because this hair is like a little bit shorter, I wasn't really feeling like the two pigtails up there, so I just did like a regular simple middle part install with some curls. It is actually like 4 days since the last time y'all saw me. As y'all can see, I done lost more nails and everything, so yeah, don't judge me. But the curls, as y'all could see, held very, very well. The hair is still very soft, very pretty. I definitely would recommend getting this hair. I haven't touched it up or anything. This is just like the same install. I gotta fix that one edge right there, but same install, same everything. This hair is very, very good. Like, it's still very soft, still has a lot of body. The curls are holding really well. I love it. And I'm actually kind of starting to like this short look on me. Like, it's different. I feel like it's a little bit more natural. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below and let me know if any of my tips worked for you guys, and let me know what other topics y'all want me to do, because I definitely would love to do more videos like this. This was kind of fun. I feel like it adds like a nice little twist to, like, instead of me just sitting down talking to y'all, me like doing my hair, so then y'all can see how I do my different wigs and everything. So comment down below what other topics y'all would like me to discuss, and I will definitely do that for you guys. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, so y'all can see the TikToks of me installing this wig, because if y'all not following my Instagram or my TikTok, like, what you doing? And subscribe to the channel. Like I say in every single video, if you made it all the way to this point right here, from the beginning of the video to right now, subscribe. Like, why are you not subscribed? You just sat here and watched the whole video. Like, come on now. You know you want to hit the subscribe button. You know you want to hit it, so just go ahead, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. I love you. Mwah.